You know, Vortex, sometimes I just want to stop playing keys, but I can't now because it's something that's part of me. It's like comedy. I can't stop doing it because it's part of who I am. So it's like even if I were to never do stand-up ever again, I'd still be doing stand-up in my own way. Like in my head, I'd still be up there. Judson did comedy last night, and he was like, damn, that was brutal. Because, like, nobody laughed at his shit because it wasn't funny. He tried to use me as, like, some sort of redeeming factor, and it didn't even work. I was like, yeah, just because you're, courting the whack job who's funnier than everybody else, that doesn't make you funny, you know? The thing is, he is funny, though, in his own way. He's funny, but on stage, he's really comfortable with himself, but, like, I've noticed that there are a lot of people that are really comfortable with themselves, and I like watching them because they're interesting to watch, but that doesn't make them good at comedy, you know? But, yeah, I was totally honest with him. And I'm like, well, you didn't really need my opinion because, you know, you didn't hear any laughter, so obviously... Like, anybody can be funny, though. Anybody can say something that's funny. And be amusing in the moment, make a speculation that's true, make a statement that's true, and draw humor from it, you know? Like, anybody can do that. It's really not that hard. But getting up there on stage and, like, making that a thing, like, yeah, that's really, really hard. That's why they say it's harder than any other art form. But I'm assuming that all forms of art are difficult because you're trying to get people's attention. The reason why I think I get people's attention on stage is because I can't do that anywhere else. You know? Like, I'll try to speak up, I'll try to talk about something that's important to me, and I can't get people's attention. It's not because I'm a woman. Maybe it is. Maybe they just don't want to hear what I have to say because I have a vagina. I don't know. But I wouldn't blame them if that were the reason. You know? It's just the way it goes, man. But I think I have a really hard time just speaking up anyway. I have a hard time asserting myself. And I can't blame somebody else for that. But I don't like assertive women. I really don't. I don't like it when people are, like, demanding of attention. And, you know, I think that the reason why, like, women are so crazy is because of that very thing. Because they feel like nobody pays attention to them, so they have to do all this crazy shit in order to make people look at them. I don't know. I mean, I definitely know, though, that when I'm on stage, like, I can feel, like, people's attention. I've definitely grabbed that. People look forward to my presence. They look forward to my stage time, even if it's not good. But that's what's terrible about it. I feel like I'm under, like, additional pressure because there's this expectation that people have of me that they don't have of everybody else, which I guess should be a positive thing. Oh my god. Traffic. Oh my god. Traffic. Fuck it, right? Fuck traffic. Fuck that. Fuck these semi-trucks. But, yeah, dude. It's like... so hard being even gross. It's so hard. I know that, like, I have new people coming up to me, though. Like, I have new people coming up to me telling me that they really liked what I did. So it's not just people that are used to it. It's like people that have never seen me before. I think that they appreciate it because it's different. I don't really think that it's because it's so good. I think it's just because it's something that they're not used to seeing. So the fact that they're not used to seeing it, and that I'm like confident in that, and I just do it, and I really don't give a fuck if it works or not. I just do it anyway. I think that level of confidence in what I do is what is necessary, and that is well received. But also, you know, like I've said before, I'm right about everything. And the stuff that I'm wrong about, I'm humble enough to admit, yeah, I was wrong about that, and here's why. For example, I found out that Delta 8 is not synthetic, okay? I thought that it was, because it seemed like it. And maybe I got misinformation about it. I'm not sure what happened exactly, but the dude that I was talking to that sells this shit in Myrtle Beach, he said, no, this is not synthetic. But the way that they do it seems kind of fishy. So that's probably why I just lump those two things into the same category when they're not the same. Sorry about that, Vortex. See, I can admit when I've been wrong. I can admit my faults, okay? I generalize too. I know that I do that. That's one of my biggest faults. But I never ever allow my bias to get in the way. Okay, maybe I do. But I try not to. I try not to let my bias get in the way. You don't say never. Never say never, right? Never say never again. That was a movie. They could just keep that going. I'm surprised they didn't do that like the Saw series. Never say never one more time. Never say never. Did you forget? Yeah, so I'm shooting a lot of videos, even though it's not smart, because I have so many videos to watch. Yeah, like I said, it's been a whole week. Haven't been on the internet in a week, and it's been such a blessing. I gotta say, this has been the most stress-free week of my life. I need to talk about that comment. I need to stress that. You know, good art and good writing is showing and not telling. And I think the reason why I'm good at what I do is because I do show. Comedy is a way for me to show rather than tell. But comedy is kind of weird because, you know, you think you're telling because you're talking, right? But I think it's more important that you visualize things, that you give them a picture to look at, since everybody's so obsessed with pictures, you know what I mean? And I'm thinking about that, how can I do that in the future? Especially to captivate people's dwindling attention span. How can I do that? You know, I'm good with these little jingle jangles that I sing that are just kind of dumb, but they're ridiculous. They're ridiculous enough that people will remember them. You know, but how can I do that? And make people pay attention to stuff that normally they disregard. How can I do that? Food for thought, for me to eat. It's not just for you, it's for me too.